Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Serious. Let's do a quick update on Bitcoin and Ethereum. So last week, Bitcoin finished that inverse head and shoulders we talked about. It broke above $113,000 and then pumped all the way to about $118,000. And, that $118,000 to $119,000 zone was exactly the resistance I pointed out before. And yeah, right there, Bitcoin hit resistance and dumped. A pretty quick drop, straight down to about $111,000. So the question is, what do we make of this move? Honestly, Bitcoin itself didn't even dump that much, just about 5.8% from top to bottom. The real bloodbath, right, was in altcoins and Ethereum. Ethereum tanked almost 13% in just a few days, and a lot of altcoins went down 20 to 30%, just straight funished out. So let's zoom out a little bit. Here's the S&P 500, still pushing new all-time highs. And this is where, Bitcoin really diverged. After the Fed cut rates, Bitcoin had a quick bounce. But while US stocks kept climbing, Bitcoin just sold off for a few days. Now check out gold. After that September 18th cut, gold ripped again yesterday, making a new high above $3,750. So yeah, bottom line, risk assets across the board are going up. So why is Bitcoin lagging here, right? Let's pull up the daily chart. Like I said before, if the rate cut couldn't send Bitcoin past $119,000, then we had to expect a pullback. And that's exactly what we got. Price tested that daily resistance around $118,000 and then just sold off hard. So why is $118,000 such a big deal? Well, it was the midpoint of the last consolidation zone, and also where the previous all-time high daily close got engulfed. So yeah, it's a huge resistance. That's why we can't just assume Bitcoin is going to break through $117,000 to $118,000 without a fight. What I was looking for was rejection here, pullback, and then maybe a right shoulder setup for another leg higher.
And notice, this zone also lines up with the 0.618 retracement. So, what's next? Resistance first. After this drop, Bitcoin has tested $113,000 a few times, but, couldn't reclaim it. That's the neckline of the head and shoulders we saw earlier. If Bitcoin can finally break and hold above $113,000, then I think the bullish case is still on. This whole drop might just be a liquidity grab. Support-wise, the 0.618 retracement from bottom to top comes in at around $111,400. Price wicked below it to $111,000 and bounced right back. So yeah, there's some support there. If that breaks, the next big level is $107,000. And if $107,000 fails, honestly, bulls probably need to step aside for now. For safer entries, the right side trade, just like I said last time, don't knife catch. Wait until Bitcoin breaks back above $113,000, confirm the structure, and then go long. Left side trading gives you better R/R, but higher risk. Right side is safer, but you'll feel late. That's, the classic trade-off. Now let's talk about Ethereum. As expected, Ethereum broke out above $4,500, pushed to $4,760, but then flipped straight back down. It consolidated for a bit, then dumped below $4,000 and even lost the previous swing low support. On the daily, Ethereum printed a long lower wick. But usually after that, you need a second bottoming attempt before a real reversal. So, key supports. First is around $4,060. That was the prior low and also where the wick bounced. Second is the 0.618 retracement, lining up with resistance around $3,967. If Ethereum dumps there again, that's a level I'd look at for a possible long setup. As long as Ethereum holds the 0.618, the uptrend is still valid. So overall, yeah, I'm still leaning bullish on Ethereum. If we get another dip into those levels, I'll be looking for the next long opportunity.
All right, guys, that's all for today's update. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to Crypto Serious, and also follow me on Twitter for more real-time updates. Catch you in the next one.